Hey everyone, so I have a very exciting video to share with you guys. Well, it's exciting for me, and so hopefully you guys find a little bit of joy out of it. And this is in no way, shape, or form a bragging video. I saved up for these babies for a good 6 months, and I finally got a last chunk of money for my birthday, and I was able to finally purchase these. And so I'm going to share my unboxing with you guys because on Twitter last month when I picked them up, I got a nice response of people asking me if I could review the ballerina flats and let you guys know my thoughts on them. So I'm going to share the packaging with you first. I did pick these up at Nordstrom's, but this is the Tory Burch box and its beautiful tackiness glory. And then there's the information for you guys. And then once you open it up, it has an amazing lime green inside. And then here are my new babies. These are the classic Reva ballerina flats with the silver medallion. Kind of looks gold in the lighting, but I promise you it's probably because all the pink. They are silver. And I'm going to show you guys my thoughts on it. I did pick these up at Nordstrom's last month, and I almost didn't get them just because I know I've been saving up for them, but it was just so hard for me to put down $195 plus tax on one thing, and I was about to just be like, you know what, just forget about it. And my husband was like, no. He's like, you've been talking about these things for 3 years. I'm not letting you talk yourself out of them. Took the box and went to the cash register. So luckily for me, he was there because I probably would have put these back and went to Target and bought a bunch of baby clothes, which I actually did later that week anyway. But yeah, so these are my new beauties. This is a Napa leather, the upper part. This is Napa leather, and this is rubber. You can see from the bottom it does have the Tory Burch logo all over it. I am a 7.5 now. Before I got pregnant, I was kind of in between a 7 and 7.5, but since having my kids, my feet haven't shrunk back and I'm still a 7.5, and this fits me true to size as a 7.5. It does have this elastic band back here, which does tend to push your foot a little bit forward. So if you are in the middle, like you're more closer to a half size than the full size, I would, just because this does push your heel just a scotch forward, go for that for comfort. And maybe keep your toes very, very pedicured. Alright, so my review on them. I love them. I want another pair really bad. I want to actually get the gold medallion with the black, and then from there, like years and years go on, start to get colored ones. My experience with them now, I was terrified to buy these just because I've had so many people say, no, they're the most horrible things to walk in, don't get them. Or people are just like, oh, it just takes a little bit for them to break in and then they're fine. And that was my experience with them. The first time I wore them, I did wear them to go to Target that week to buy just food and clothes and for the kids, and then like electronic stuff for my husband, just because I was able to spoil them a little bit. So I did go there for a good 2 hours, and when it hit about an hour and a half is when my feet started hurting, and I was like, oh, this is not good. It started hurting in the inner part right here on my foot and my heel. So I was like, all right, let's speed this up. I got the last few items and got in line and checked out, got home and took these off right away, and my heel was black and my entire front of my foot was black from the leather. After the first time, that did not happen again. It did take me a good 2 weeks of wearing these out for them to break in. Now I could go 6 hours without them hurting, which is huge for me because I have extremely sensitive feet, and I am now trying to do quality over quantity. No more just cheap shoes from Forever 21 and Payless and Charlotte Russe that hurt my feet within an hour and a half anyway. I want shoes that can be there for me, since I will be on the field a lot with my schooling for cosmetology, and so I have purchased a few pair of high quality black shoes that I will share with you guys if you want to, from a different designer. What else? Oh, this little, as you can see, I don't know if you can, but the medallion kind of goes over a little bit from the front, and I didn't really notice that at all until I was at Sally's picking out hair color, and I was kind of I guess squatting down just on my toes, and the medallion was like digging into my feet, and I got bruises. But they didn't hurt walking around in regular shoes, walking around in these, until I did it again. Then I noticed I had bruising. I was like, oh, well, that's special. So just be aware of that. I don't have any toe cleavage. I'm really glad about that because I don't think that's sexy. I know a lot of girls do, and to each your own, but I'd rather just have that covered up so you don't see parts of my toes. I don't have that problem. Maybe people that have longer toes might. I don't have freakishly short ones, but that was just something I was very curious to make sure that didn't happen because I hate when shoes show that. I think they're great. The 2 weeks of having to break them in will not stop me from saving up for my next pair of black with the gold medallion. I am very excited about these. They are so comfortable now. I think they just add so much to just a plain outfit. I love wearing these with a plain black tee, my skinny jeans, and then I just have this little pop of silver. I do want the gold just so I can start wearing gold. I love wearing these as much as I can, but I try to give all my shoes a little bit of love each week whenever I go out. But yeah, I hope that answered any of the questions that you guys might have had about the Tory Burch Reva flats. If you have any other questions, please leave them below, or you can tweet me at xflynniex and I will answer your question right away. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!